Thank you, Chair. Thank you, Ms O'Donnell and Mr Grant. I wish to ask Ms O'Donnell in regards to RSA advertising and educational campaigns that you run, and especially in relation to parking on footpaths. I don't see much of an advertising or educational campaign around that, and it is really problematic, and as you would well know, it impacts on wheelchair users or people with buggies, or even walking kids to school now in the morning, where you've got narrow footpaths. And I think a lot of motorists may not be aware of the problems that they cause when they park on a footpath. But it does cause considerable, and it does create a road hazard and a safety issue. So as part of your strategy, I would ask that you have an advertising campaign just to highlight the difficulties that it presents, because often a motorist doesn't put themselves in the shoes of a pedestrian, and they wouldn't be aware of the issue that they're causing. So I would ask, as part of your strategy, that you would really press home that issue. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Deputy. Certainly we'll take that on board. Obviously, parking on footpaths is a matter for the enforcement of the Gardaí, but our focus is primarily on protecting the rights of vulnerable road users, pedestrians and cyclists. And as I said, the recent COVID restrictions have allowed us to expand the space for pedestrians and cyclists. And I think that will continue in terms of engineering and road engineering. All over the city, we can see that space has been provided for vulnerable road users, and I don't think we will go back from that.
I really would hope
yes.
that we don't, and we seem to have learned quite a bit, and people have adapted, and we've got improvements in cycling infrastructure very, very quickly rolled out, which is really positive. But I really do think if we could highlight to drivers, when you park on a footpath, this is how you impede other road users,
exactly.
People in wheelchairs, people with buggies, even just some of our footpaths are very narrow in our towns, and people think it's the right thing to do, to park on the footpath, to leave the roadway clear. We need to flip it around and say, this is the impact you're having on pedestrians also.
Point taken. Thank you.
Thank you, Chair.